Hey there everybody, Barnaby Unemployed here, and today I'll be doing my review of the Netflix original Bright, directed by David Ayer, written by Max Landis, and starring Will Smith and Joel Edgerton. Let me begin this review by saying that unequivocally I did not hate this movie. The story is well paced once it gets started, and for the most part we focus on the main two characters who are complex and interesting to watch, and their back and forth banter makes them some of the most interesting and fun buddy cop stars I've seen in the genre. But Bright sucks, and I'm sure by now you've seen or read a review for the film in where this exact sentiment has been expressed, or you've expressed it to yourself or to various friends since the Netflix original dropped. But in the endless cacophony of noise, let me be another voice that says that Bright, the movie, sucks. It's terrible. Not because of the cinematography, the casting, the actors themselves, the lighting, the production, the direction, the sound, the score, the catering. No. Bright is terrible because it decided to be tacky and unoriginal with its racial allegories without even having the slightest understanding of race and racial politics within the context of the United States and the world around us. So Bright was written by Max Landis, writer of films such as Chronicle and Victor Frankenstein, and it's very clear from the onset of the film that Max Landis actually has no idea how race works in America beyond maybe the syllabus from Race 101. For the first 30 minutes or so of the movie, we're treated to an onslaught of shitty, vague race positing that actually ignores real historical race dynamics in order to then grotesquely muse about lazy, half-written and half-thought-out dynamics in what plays out like a lesser Twilight Zone episode written by that one edgy kid in your freshman screenwriting class. I mean, within the first 15 minutes of the movie, we get these.
Fairy lives don't matter today.
Take the little homie out LAPD style like you do.
Oh, shit. Oh, and you keep doing all your gangster stuff. I'm just trying to sell my house.
Mom said that Nick got you in trouble because orcs are dumb.
Dr. Eddie Ward, hey, where's the diversity hire you ride with?
What happens the next time this pig motherfucker makes a cop suck start his fucking 12 gauge?
Tonight's the trifecta.
Is that your cousin?
Full moon.
Besides Joel Edgerton's Nick, we see orcs as janitors, cooks in a kitchen, basically appearing to do the work that actual black and brown people do within the state. I mean, within the real world, according to the Department of Labor, service labor jobs account for 25% of black, Latin, and Hispanic people's employment, but in Bright, that seems to be the jobs of big, burly orc men. So have orcs always done the menial and domestic work in America if they've been around for longer than 2,000 years? Is it half and half? Were orcs slaves? They appear stronger, more durable, and primed for exploitation, but I assume black people were still slaves because how else do you explain Will Smith's economic situation where he can't sell his house because the black gangbangers are bringing down the property value of his house, and oh my god, this movie.
And you keep doing all your gangster stuff. I'm just trying to sell my house.
And that's what kills me the most about the first 30 or so minutes of the movie. The world building is incredibly lazy and the positing on race equally so. If you're going to use race to window dress an otherwise standard buddy cop movie and not address the underlying issues or effects on individuals and communities, I'd rather you just not talk about it at all. Like, the movie never addresses how Nick's second class status affects him as an actual person or his relationship to his community. We don't see Nick's home, his family, his daily life. All Nick is there to do is be a literal model minority, a character too pure to justify the racism aimed at him, as if the racism would have been justified if Nick were anything less. But Bright thinks that it's smarter and more clever than it really is, and thinks that it has something to say when its only message is to show how little range Max Landis actually has as a writer. I mean, race is inherently political and is built upon a political foundation with real-world consequences. But Bright reduces the politics and the consequences because it has nothing meaningful to add to the conversation beyond, look mom, I'm talking about race. Other than that, the movie would have been decent with great performances from Will Smith and Joel Edgerton, but like so many movies lately, they try to do too much and talk about topics they just didn't have the range for. Thanks again for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. There'll be more content like this coming down the pipeline, so let me know your opinions in the section below, and I'll see you all next time.